Many have come to protest, many to pray, but most have come to participate in what has become the best show in town.
Pat Gray is here on the Blaze Radio Network.
Good morning, Americans. It's Friday.
Oh, yeah. Is it a phlegm issue or a horror flick? One of the two.
Yeah, it's one of the two.
One of the two.
If you're under 18 today, my recommendation is that you don't start making out in the woods.
Yes.
Because you're likely to get a harpoon through your skull if you do. Don't do it.
That is suboptimal.
Yeah, very suboptimal. And that's at least the lesson I personally learned from the Friday the 13th documentaries. You might have taken something else from it. I don't know. But that's my recommendation.
Yeah,
I hope
no
it
making
saves
out in the
lives.
woods.
I still
I
don't
hope
know
it
why I
saves
watched
lives.
those movies as a kid.
I know.
What was I thinking?
It was actually
They
Friday
were
the
awesome.
13th
Yeah.
that made me believe, okay, I don't need to watch these.
Right.
Really?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Wow.
Yep. It was like, why do I want to see harpoons go through people's heads? You know what? I don't.
You don't.
And so I stopped doing that.
So you've not seen any of the Saw movies? Those are too
No,
big. Those are
none of
way
the Saw
too big
movies.
guy movies for you.
Way too big. Yeah,
Way
you got to
too
be
big
600-800
guy
pounds for those. Way too big. So do we have an update on the Nancy Guthrie situation?
Hey, we do. She's still missing.
So
Okay,
that's
she's still missing.
That's the update?
That's the update.
Oh,
wow.
It was still missing. People have missed a couple of deadlines for her return to be paid for.
That is true.
We've missed. We've pissed off one person who sent an email that said he will disclose who it is for one Bitcoin. He's been in communication with TMZ, and that hasn't happened. No one has paid the $67,000 or the one Bitcoin to that person. It is surprising to me that none of the Guthrie family, let's say one Samantha or whatever her name is, who makes $8 million a year, hasn't said, I'll give $1 million to anyone who helps me find my mom. Nope, it's just they started off with the FBI $2,500, and then I think we're up to 50,000, maybe 100,000.
No, right now we're 100,000.
Okay, yeah, we moved
because
up
we
to
released
100.
pictures of the backpack. So if you've seen the backpack, please call 1-800
Right.
It's an
FBI.
Ozark Trail hiker backpack,
Yeah.
25 liter. They're pointing out, and it's a distinctive black.
I have a 15 liter, so
it's not you.
It's not me.
Not you.
It's not me.
And
Yeah.
also,
I
the
love those
FBI
Ozark
is
hikes.
describing the suspect in the ring or the nest video as 5'9" to 5'10" with an average build.
Yeah, we showed that with the gate.
Yeah.
We showed that the other day when we had the gate and.
Well, apparently
all
it
of
took the FBI 3 days to figure out he was between 5'9" and 5'10" because
Which
they're
is
just
silly,
not putting
'cause
that
we-
out there.
We did the gate analysis.
We did the whole analysis the other day on the show. They just
Yes.
needed to watch the show.
Well, we have a little pissing contest between the FBI and the Pima County Sheriff.
Oh yeah, he sent evidence to Florida,
Which-
and not the FBI.
Are there not DNA testing sites between Arizona and Florida? Like Florida is the
apparently
closest
not.
one?
Yes.
Apparently
Florida.
not. And he hasn't liked. I saw some footage of him bad mouthing the FBI years ago as well. So I mean, he's not been friendly to them.
And I did
for a long
see
time.
that they've picked up multiple gloves around the area.
Are you kidding? They're picking up trash.
Yeah,
more
there was
trash
a-
in Tucson.
I'm looking for this throwaway line in this story that just kind of mentioned.
Well, I know they went to a porta potty and they found 2 gloves there.
I mean,
Kind of porta potty.
what is happening?
there was a
Pretty
construction.
soon, everybody in Tucson that's ever worn a glove is going to be a suspect. They did disclose that they found another glove in the house that they previously hadn't mentioned.
Interesting.
So who knows?
I will say that today's the last day. If I'm in charge, we're pulling up. It's done.
I think Savannah's happy that you're not in charge.
We're done.
Yeah, Savannah and her brother and sister.
No, listen, we're not done taking tips. If you have any information that can lead to us finding Nancy Guthrie, please call the tip line, or either the FBI or the sheriff tip line, or email us, or whatever you want to do, and we're happy to look into it. But we're done devoting resources and man hours because it's been this is day 13 or 14 right?
It's been about 2 weeks.
Saturday night into Sunday morning,
So, I mean, we're done. And some of the timeline makes really, we've broken it down.
So you'll spend
during the time.
you'll spend 12 days looking for a human being, but not 13.
Yeah, okay.
No,
Right?
today's the 13th.
Right.
Today's
That's-
Friday the 13th. Well,
Right.
I'm giving you today.
Uh-huh.
I'm giving you today 13 days.
Okay, but you won't do 14.
No way.
Okay. All right. Well, good.
That's enough. I mean, holy cow.
I think we see why you're not in charge of this.
I mean, that's such a waste of money. We have other things to do.
What?
Like what?
I
what do
don't
they have to
know.
do in Tucson?
I don't know. There's
it's so
other
pressing that they can't find this human being.
Well, no. Well,
you.
Tucson can continue looking.
Okay.
I'm fine with that, but I'm talking about the Federal Bureau of Investigation and all the other resources that we're using. Holy cow!
Well, the Houston crime sketch artist has released a portrait of what he or she thinks the mass suspect looks like.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
So
There he is.
yeah,
I guess that's
the
a he.
Houston crime expert, right? Because some people thought it was a she.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of people thought it was she because of the eyebrows
eyebrow
and the
thing,
eyelashes.
Okay, all right. So that's your guy.
So that's the person we're
if
looking
you,
for.
That's
if
the
you
person
see
we're
that
looking for.
man, call the FBI. Do not approach.
Thank you.
And
I
and,
mean-
and
Good safety tip.
no more gloves. We've got all the gloves we can handle
Yeah.
at the DNA testing facility, please.
Jeez.
I mean, I want to see Nancy Guthrie found
Absolutely.
one way or another.
This is horrible.
But today's the day. We're done. That's enough.
Right. Because we're not doing it. It's
enough.
14th day.
It's enough.
Okay.
Tomorrow's Valentine's Day. I'm not
Right.
going to overthink about her.
And the last update is that if you guys remember the blood that was found,
Right. They
in
put
the
a
front
tent
door,
up over
they
the
put
thing.
yeah, what he said.
Yeah, well, okay, so what do we know what's going on in there? Are they doing extra tests on the blood? I mean, we already know it's hers, right?
Oh, we were told that.
That's what I thought.
At least that. I think that blood went to the FBI lab. So
No, some of the great grandkids just set that up and they're having a little camp out.
A little tea party in there.
Yeah. Yep.
So are they sending that evidence to Florida too?
Roasting some marshmallows and whatnot.
oh, that's kind of nice.
Yeah.
Well, see, now I'm okay with that.
Are
You
you?
know, the family get
Okay,
together.
good,
They could have
good.
waiting for grandma to come home. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah. Gives them something to do. So
It does.
that's great.
It does give them something to do. And
Also-
who doesn't like roasted marshmallows?
I don't know anybody who doesn't like them. Last night in Washington, the Senate failed to get the 60 votes needed to push forward on DHS funding. So tonight at midnight, the Department of Homeland Security will officially shut down. Here we go again.
Yep.
I mean, we can't even do 6 months on this stuff. We can't even be free of it for months at a time.
I mean, that's your TSA. Not going to get paid.
Yeah, right. So is there no airport security?
I think they're security. They're just there just for the love of the game now
Okay.
until they can get paid.
Oh man, it'd be a shame if they just went home.
Well, it would eliminate some of the inconvenience, but also some of the safety that happens there. I don't know if you're aware of it, but they're looking for knives and guns and things.
I
when
know
people
what they
board a
say
plane.
they're looking
Bombs.
for. Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know.
I know. They don't do it in the most efficient
No,
manner.
they do not.
And I've been irritated every time. Every time I've ever flown, I've been irritated. That's going to surprise a lot of people, but every single time.
Even when you used it to
Yes.
To go
every
to-
time. Every time.
Okay.
Here was the Democrat senator. This is John Fetterman earlier in the day discussing the possible shutdown. And it went a little something like this.
I saw his face.
Very first.
It's a good looking picture of the
It's
senator.
getting awkward. He's just staring at us, man. Are we going to talk, man? Let's go.
No, he's not.
Did he do it?
This man is not talking.
Wow.
Wow, that is.
Is
Hi,
that
as a committed
there we go.
Democrat, I want the same changes that every other Democrat wants to make on ICE. But ICE already has $75 billion in funding from the big, beautiful bill that I did not vote for. So what it will impact is that we'll shut down important parts of DHS, whether that's FEMA, whether that's the Coast Guard, whether that is also about the CISA, the Cyber Security Agency in our nation. All of these are shut down. We want to find a way forward to produce those changes, but shutting the government down is the wrong way.
Agreed.
Okay. So
there you go.
I don't know why he was recording that in the bathroom with the echo chamber going on.
Well, it's better than he's moved up from his basement.
I was going to say he's either in the basement or the bathroom. I mean, look, in fairness to John Fetterman, he doesn't record in as many places as James Carville.
Oh, yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah. But the good news out of Washington is the Chip Roy's Save America Act is up to 49 votes in the Senate.
Yeah. But they leave
just
today
one more.
anyway, right?
That's what I heard.
Yeah, they do. But we need one more vote. That could come from Lisa Murkowski, maybe, Tom Tillis, Susan Collins, Mitch McConnell, or, I don't know, maybe John Fetterman jumps over.
That would be good.
Crosses the aisle
As
and
Thune
votes.
said he'd do it now?
I don't.
I mean, he's the guy.
Yeah, he's a majority leader. Representative Mike Cloud pointed out on X yesterday how Congress cast their own votes in the Capitol, that little secret voting thing that they get to do.
So I saw this picture.
Oh, look at that.
I saw
Insert
this
photo ID. What?
Yes, I saw the picture and I thought, that's not real. And then...
What do you mean it's not real?
When I first saw it online yesterday, I thought, that's not real.
You thought they were making it up?
Yeah, but our guy actually... Didn't we send in... Oh, we don't have the videos. I saw other congressmen talking about it.
Yeah, you're talking about Tim Burchett.
Yeah, dadgummit. Yeah, the dadgummit Tim Burchett.
We have not the video, but we have that picture. I hope that was not good enough. The picture
it's going to have to be.
It's going to have to be. Oh, you do have the video?
Nope. Well, it's not.
I was told we have the video. Wow.
Really?
There we go.
Well, let's see it.
I guess.
You're an American citizen, get registered to vote, and you got to show a dadgum photo ID to vote. And that ID, 213 Democrats used their IDs to vote yesterday. Nobody hollered about racism there. It's just ridiculous, folks. This thing is just about corruption and it's about control. And the Democrat Party ought to be ashamed.
Dadgummit.
I mean, it's just pathetic. I think we get not any way to treat people. We ought to have safe elections.
Yeah.
And they are fighting us tooth and nail. Hopefully we can get enough votes in the Senate and it'll happen. I believe Leader Thune is on the right path, getting it there. And our sponsors, Chip Roy and
I got an update.
the House, did a great job. We passed it 3 dadgum times.
I knew we'd get another one. Excellent.
Senator Mike Lee, I was with him last night at supper, and he's the man.
Yeah,
there you go.
Sure
he
is
the
big
man.
time. So anyway.
So
let's keep going.
Dadgummit.
Call your U.S. senators and tell them we need to save America.
So what's been so
Yes,
fun
we do.
To watch is Mike Lee retweeting himself and quote tweeting himself and continuing to update. We have 46, we have 47, we have 48, we have 49, but here's the cold water for you. Yes, Thune supports it, Pat, but he's also dismissing any talk of changing the filibuster rule. So, I mean, unless you get to 60.
What is his deal?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm just reading over here. He's like, we're not even close to being able to get the votes to get rid of the... Well, I don't care. Make it happen. This is... this is bad.
Let him filibuster.
The American people overwhelmingly want it, and you're denying that to the American people. I don't understand it.
Gosh. Let them filibuster.
Yeah.
Let them talk until they fall over. And then have the simple majority vote.
Amen.
Here's
What's the problem with that?
I'm reading this article from
I don't get it.
The Hill. Effectively changing the Senate's rules with a party line vote overruling the presiding chair or Senate parliamentarian is viewed as so extreme that it's nicknamed the nuclear option. Thune said, the proposal doesn't have a future.
That's if you eliminate the filibuster completely.
Right.
That's not going through the filibuster system. That's not the nuclear option. Yeah. Which I think they could invoke just fine anyway. The Democrats would.
Yes, they would.
If there was something they really wanted done, they'd just do it.
And I've asked this question before, and I mean it sincerely every time I bring it up. The Republicans don't want to have power. They want to be able to bitch and complain and campaign fundraise off of saying, well, look at what those crazy radical leftists are doing. You can't have the Democrats in power. Yep. And that's all they do, man. They just love being a part of this game. And
it's going to cost them the election in November.
It is.
Because, I mean, who's going to vote for these idiots?
If you believe what Keith believes, they don't care.
They don't care. I will say that Pat
it's tough
had
not to believe that.
Pat had Colonel Casey's Desert Eagle. One of the comments under a post of mine said, like, Lisa Murkowski is one of the votes that we haven't secured yet. So he writes, Lisa Murkowski backed federal policies that let DEA and CDC micromanage pain care, costing patients their meds and doctors their freedom. Now she calls the SAVE Act federal overreach.
Yeah.
That's some brass senator. And that's where we're at, man. Yeah. It's just so frustrating. And this, again, times like this is what really pisses me off. Back in November, when there were 4 or 5 Senate seats that were so close that went to Democrats, and the GOP just said, hey, Trump won 2024. We don't really care about these other things. I don't know why they didn't fight. They didn't push back on any of these states where it came down to the wire and there was these controversial election outcomes. You could have used those votes now. Instead of 53 Republicans, it'd be nice to have 57, 58, wouldn't it? Ugh. They don't want to win.
They don't even use the tools that are available for them. Right. They won't do it. John Thune was we knew it at the time that he was a terrible pick for majority leader. There was no reason to settle for John Thune, but that's what they always do. If they have the giblets to install somebody strong in leadership like Mike Lee that Tim Burchett is talking about, this would be a much different situation. We would win these battles, and the Republicans could be elected again in November because they would have done what we asked them to do when we put them in office in the first place.
Amen.
All right. If you need a little treat to forget about all this stuff, we've got the winter menu still available at Kexi, but it's officially entering its final days now. You have until the end of the month to get the salted caramel and cinnamon roll, the red hot velvet and almond joy, and of course, one of our fan favorites, the s'mores cookie. But if you only have one to get before it goes away, get the hot chocolate cookie because, wow, that's a rich chocolate base topped with our velvety in-house marshmallow cream, dehydrated marshmallows, and a final layer of luscious chocolate. Decadent, it's rich, and it's consistently one of our biggest sellers for a reason. Here's what one of our recent customers just said about the experience. My wife and daughter have been Crumble fans for a long time. When our box of cookies arrived today and they bit into them and tried the different flavors, the comments were so amazing. You'd think they were paid comments. I think one of the best comments made was, every flavor from Kexi tastes different. When you taste the different flavors from Crumble, they all have a similar taste. Huh. I hit a grand slam when I bought my wife and daughter these cookies. Yeah, that's because those cookies, Crumbles,
they are the same.
They just have different toppings on them.
They taste the same because they are the same. All right, I want to make that right.
That is not the case at Kexi Cookies. Not. So go to Kexi.com and get yours today. KEKSI, Kexi.com.
Pat Gray Unleashed is here.
Also yesterday, in Minneapolis, Border Czar Tom Homan announced the end of the surge of ICE operations in the city. Here's what he had to say.
But there will be some security teams staying here, the QRFs, until we're assured that those agitators, incidents, either stay low or further decline. I'm not going to remove everybody out of the safety of our officers, but like I said, in Operation Metro Surge is ending. And in the next week, we're going to deploy the officers here on detail back to their home stations or other areas of the country that are needed.
Okay. A lot of people think that's in preparation for a big Los Angeles operation, which, can you imagine? I mean, it was wild enough in Minneapolis. I bet Los Angeles be even worse.
There are reports that Minneapolis had the whistles that they were giving out to warn everyone.
Yeah.
I read reports last night
Sirens.
that LA was setting up sirens. Oh my gosh.
Yep.
That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing.
It's also an insurrection. Again, this stuff
it is.
It's despicable. You're fighting against the U.S. government. As a municipality, You're going up against the federal government. What is that but insurrection? One of the sticking points had been the state's refusal to hand over criminal aliens to federal authorities, but I guess now Minnesota's cooperating.
It shouldn't be a partisan issue that you arrest public safety threats in the safety and security of a jail. Releasing public safety threats back in the public is just stupid. And I've been arguing this for years. And I hope Congress takes action on sanctuary cities and sanctuary states. It makes sense. If you think about it, even the argument I hear, well, victims and witnesses of crime that are in the country illegally want to feel safe to come to law enforcement and to report those crimes without fearing that this law enforcement agency is working with ICE. That's a bunch of crap. Because victims and witnesses of crime don't want the bad guy released in the neighborhood either.
That's for
It's
sure.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
We want access to the person that you chose, the local jurisdiction chose to lock in a jail cell. And we have that cooperation here now. It's the right thing to do, and it makes this community safer. This community is safer because we arrested 4,000 illegal aliens in this, over 4,000 illegal aliens here. Many of them public safety threat, not all of them. As I said, we're going to force immigration law, but this community is much safer because of President Trump's leadership and the men and women standing on the stage.
And by the way, he didn't even mention it there, but they also located 3,364 unaccompanied migrant children. So the migrant children that Biden lost, this administration found in Minneapolis, over 3,000 of them. So why don't they should talk about that more?
Yeah,
they should.
And if at the beginning of the day you kind of felt like, all right, I guess ICE is giving up in Minneapolis, whatever, they're just moving on.
Yep.
But by the evening, Stephen Miller was on Fox, and the quote from him was, "With this agreement." See, there's definitely an agreement there. Those jails and those prisons are no longer going to obey the unlawful edict issued by Keith Ellison. Instead, they're going to follow federal law and hand over those criminal illegal aliens. Good. I love it.
Yeah, that's as it should be.
As it should be.
In D.C., Minnesota, the aforementioned Keith Ellison faced questions from senators like Bernie Moreno of Ohio.
Not a big shot lawyer like you. Just a quick question. If you enter the country illegally or you overstay a visa, should you be deported?
My simple answer is, sir, it depends.
Okay. So if somebody breaks into your home, should they be arrested for breaking and entering, or does it depend?
It depends.
It's an entirely different scenario.
No, it's not.
Because immigration is essentially a civil, and breaking into my home is a criminal matter.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So if there's laws that should be enforced, so we shouldn't enforce civil violations?
We absolutely should enforce them.
But you just said that it's a civil matter, so it's different. So if somebody
you enforce civil matters.
So if somebody commits a civil infraction, it shouldn't be enforced?
It should be.
Okay, so they should be deported.
No, they should have due process that is associated with their petition. So, for example,
so the act of entering the country illegally, you think we should say, well, did you really do it or not do it? It's pretty obvious that they did, right?
Right.
Well, it would depend on the facts of the situation.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
It sucks.
You get twisted. You get all twisted up.
Yep. That is incredible. And the house analogy is so good.
Yep.
Because that's what they're doing. They're breaking into our house. They're breaking into our home. And we're just supposed to let them do it, I guess.
You got it.
Don't worry about it. They're fine. They need something in your house. Just let them. Offer them a nice bed, a pillow, some food. Give them some money for some spending cash. And leave them alone.
They'll leave.
Maybe. Or not.
What kind of food? I'm giving them the nasty beans that I'm not going to open anyway.
No, that is just, wow, that's inconsiderate of you.
I would ask if they need, maybe they need transportation. You can give the keys to your vehicle.
Right.
That'd be fine.
That'd be fine. What are you, some kind of selfish pig?
You probably have more than one vehicle.
Probably. A lot of people
more
do.
than you need.
Yeah, that's right. Wisconsin's Ron Johnson is not a fan of Ellison, apparently.
I as a government official, would have said, back off. Let us work with ICE. Let's cooperate with them. Let's see if we can't de-escalate this. But Attorney General, you did the exact opposite. And 2 people are dead because you encouraged them to put themselves into harm's way. Mm-hmm. And now you're exploiting those 2 martyrs. That was a tragedy. It never should have happened. Now, we can investigate, but I can't imagine being a law enforcement official where I know my colleagues have been shot at, their vehicles rammed, that there are trained activists deployed. And by the way, we know at least one of those activists had a semi-automatic pistol with extra clips. So now you're an ICE officer. You're doing enforcement action. You've got a team behind you trying to protect you. You've got all these trained activists behind you. Is it any wonder they're at hair trigger alert? A tragedy was going to happen, and you encouraged it. Well, and you ought to feel damn guilty about it. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
But he doesn't.
There's no way.
Yeah, sit there and smirk. Smirk. It's sick. It is despicable.
Are you asking me for comment, Senator? Because everything you said was untrue. It was a nice theatrical performance, but it was all lies.
No, it was not.
It wasn't.
Senator Hassan.
You disgust me.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
You disgust me.
That is awesome.
Thank you, Ron Johnson. He speaks for all Americans.
That's a clip that will live on forever.
You disgust me.
You disgust me.
How is any of that untrue? He didn't say
he didn't,
a single
he didn't
untrue
elaborate
word there
at all.
Ellison did encourage it. All of that was true. Well, what's a problem? What could you? I would have loved to have given him extra time. And let's dive into that a little bit. All right, tell me the lie there. Tell me the lie.
Yeah, and coming up later in the show, we have a two-parter exchange between Ellison and Josh Hawley, and that is heavily edited, and it's just as maddening. And he tries to do the same stuff with Hawley.
Unbelievable. So Ron Johnson also talked to the acting director, Todd Lyons, about why ICE agents wear masks.
If you looked at the beginning of the operations, January 20th up until April, ICE officers and agents weren't masked. But it's bad. And I'll just use myself as an example. The week that Charlie Kirk was assassinated, there was a tweet that went out. It said, kill Charlie Kirk, kill another, there was another individual in that, kill Todd Lyons. That's the stuff that ICE, yesterday after the testimony on Tuesday, I went back to numerous death threats against my family. There was a videotape of my wife walking to work that people actively post. The cartels have actually posted the schematics to my home. ICE agents feel that every day. We actually did an operation with the Secret Service where we identified doxers who put up on telephone poles the home addresses and the schools where ICE officers and agents went to. But yet no one covered that operation. We covered that as a success. And I don't want my officers masked. I would work with this committee and any committee to work with holding individuals accountable that dox ICE agents, because ICE agents don't want to be masked. They're honorable men and women, but the threats against their family are real.
Okay, thank you.
Ta-da! They don't care, of course.
No, they don't.
They've known that the entire time, and yet they continue to call them Gestapo and Nazis and all of that, and continue to say that they're kidnapping people off the street and just disappearing them, and they could come into your home as a U.S. citizen and just take you out.
Yep.
Come on.
I mean, they don't want anything. There was a story today where a citizen, a lady, I don't know who she is, started burning a building because it was reported that ICE was going to use it.
But what's the rest of the story?
The company decided, you know what, we're not going to sell the building to the
she
government.
burned it to the ground, and it wasn't.
And we're not
going
to sell it to the government.
It wasn't going to be sold to the ICE.
I mean, it's just, but they're encouraging that type of behavior.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. They're inciting this violence. 888-933-93. Pat Unleashed on Twitter. More coming up.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.
got some tweets here from Giblets. It's good to see that Jeffy is fully recovered from the workplace.
Well,
and said, he's not.
First of all,
he's not either.
No.
He's got it. He's got the neck brace right.
What is that?
The doctor said as needed yesterday. So it was all day yesterday, and then now it's
a little less.
It's as needed.
Mostly during the commercial breaks.
You never know. Yeah. You never know.
Jeffy puts it right back on.
I'm trying to hide it.
We saw you limping.
I'm trying to hide it from the audience, and I don't want to. Well, thanks for bringing it up, though.
But, yeah, they imagine with a settlement comes an NDA. Yeah, no doubt.
Yes, absolutely.
Bunter Hayden, if we have safe and fair elections, how will the Democrats ever gain any power ever again? Well, they wouldn't, of course.
Well,
they wouldn't. That's why that won't happen. We won't get the safe and fair elections. Joplin Steve tweets, I don't like that they gave in to the protesters in Minneapolis.
Yeah.
How dare you say that?
It feels like that a little bit.
How dare you? It does feel that way, and they'll certainly claim victory on it when ICE does leave.
I mean, the first drawdown felt that way.
Yeah. I'm not a huge fan, but...
Oh, there was a great line from Tim Walz yesterday where he's like, this has caused generational trauma in our city.
Oh, man.
Get the hell out of my
street. That's a good one.
Setting up a lawsuit, no doubt. Frank Johnson's alter ego, the lunatic liberals are not only willing to allow, but are now fighting for rapists, murderers, sex offenders, drug traffickers, gun trafficking, terrorists, and pedophiles, all so they can feel good about themselves.
Yep.
And have people to vote for them in elections, of course.
That's interesting to make them feel good about themselves. Yeah.
That's what. Yeah.
Yeah. That's exactly right.
Multiple levels.
Speaking of feeling good about yourself, how about the woman, we mentioned it right before the break, the woman that was burning down a warehouse, and this was in Kansas.
This was in Kansas, yes.
And we saw the video. I don't know if we can play it because we might get sued. Anyway, it shows her with the lighter fluid or whatever she's
burning this
on.
building.
And then she sets it on fire.
Sets it on fire because it was rumored that ICE was going to be using the building.
There have been no arrests. Yeah. She was not arrested for that.
I don't know how that happens.
Well, I guess because it's okay to burn down a building that might be used by ICE someday.
Yeah, and the company acquiesced. They said they weren't going to sell it, so no.
Can you believe it? No arrest. She's burning down a building, and nobody's arrested for that.
Nope.
Whereas the FBI was hunting down 90-year-old grandmothers who were standing on the Capitol lawn.
Well,
didn't even go inside the building.
Yeah, they didn't.
And arresting them.
They didn't parade, and they
didn't mill.
They didn't mill,
except outside.
And they were still
hunted down, arrested,
brought to justice.
Brought to justice.
And Pat, I'm gonna interrupt you because all she did was burn down some doors.
Okay,
she burned down the
building. Well,
then that's fine.
Burned down the doors.
That's fine.
And the reason why she didn't get arrested was because she drove away very quickly. I was reading the story. She drove away very quickly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the arson thing, we're going to let that go.
Yeah.
If she would have lingered, you could have got her for loitering. But she didn't. She didn't loiter. She drove away quickly.
Yeah, there you go.
Thank you for that key piece of evidence. That's important.
I was making sure that you have all the evidence.
I mean, if criminals would have never thought of that. Just drive away fast.
Well, it's like the Tucson criminals, right? They try to break in, but once they see that they can't, they just leave.
They just leave.
Mm-hmm. Wow. That's great. That's great. All right. Okay. So anyway, back to the little more kabuki theater from yesterday. Keith Ellison and Josh Hawley clashed from the very first moment they spoke. And here's a little more of that.
So fun.
Mr. Ellison, let me start with you. You're the Attorney General of the state of Minnesota. Do I have that correct? That's a yes?
Sir, you're aware of my job. You know the answer to that.
You're not going to answer my questions? Are we going to start this way? Are you the Attorney General of the state of Minnesota, yes or no?
You know the answer.
Mr. Ellison, you're in my courtroom now. You're under oath. So I suggest that you answer my questions. You the Chief Law Enforcement Officer of the state of Minnesota, yes or no? Let's try another question. Are you familiar with the $9 billion in historic fraud out of your state, including the $250 million in the Feeding Our Future program alone? Are you familiar with that? Don't turn to the pages in your book to get your potted answers. Are you familiar with it? Yes or no?
Yes, I am familiar with it.
Very familiar, aren't you? Because the people who ran the Feeding Our Futures program came to you in your official office in the state capitol December 11th, 2021, and asked for your help in getting investigators off their backs. They complained to you for upwards of an hour about state investigators going after them, and they begged you to help them, and you agreed to it, amazingly. And we know you did.
That's not
because
true.
It's all caught on tape.
Okay, so we end up cutting out about 4 minutes of back and forth. It was intense, all of it.
Well, you won't even answer the question if he's the Attorney General in Minnesota, you know it's going to be a problem.
You know the answer.
Yeah.
And you do, but that's not the point.
Got to get it on record.
Yeah. Yes. We're here at an official hearing, and you got to go through this stuff.
You know the answer, Pat. I don't know what you're doing.
I do know the answer. I still want it spoken. Can you do that? And he won't. No, he won't, because he's such a douchebag. There was more between the two of them. They talked about the contributions from Somali fraudsters.
You now have encountered the truth and you don't like it. Why'd you take their money? Why'd you take their money?
I didn't.
You took $10,000.
No, that's a false statement.
$10,000 9 days after the meeting.
False statement.
You took $10,000. Here's what happened. They went to your office. They solicited money from you. They solicited help from you.
That's also wrong.
They came to your office. It was your official office. You met with them for 54 minutes. They asked you for help. You pledged it to them, and they talked repeatedly about money. In fact, it's all they talked about. Money, 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 money. They said, we will put our dollars in the right place. We will support candidates that will fight to protect our interests. You replied, that's right. They said, you are securing your donor base and securing your power base. You can act the way you want. You replied, money is freedom. They said the amount of money circulating, I'm reading the transcript, the amount of money circulating in our community today is powerful, and we haven't realizing it in a meaningful way. And you said, give me the specifics. And 9 days later, you took $10,000 from people who were then indicted. It's in your reports. Why'd you do it?
Sir,
was it worth it?
You know what? This is a theatrical performance.
This is the truth. This is what accountability looks like, of which you've had none. You helped fraudsters defraud your state and this government of $9 billion, and you got a fat campaign contribution out of it. You ought to be indicted.
True. Well,
that's the truth.
I think we've made the point. Let's keep the tenor.
Well,
just
for the record,
I'll ask how I want
he's
to,
lying,
Paul.
and that's
Wow. Then he jumps on Rand Paul at the end for saying, we got it.
Wow.
Whew, Josh Hawley was on fire yesterday with Keith Ellison.
And he should be.
Yeah.
The guy is a scumbag and a liar and a corrupt politician. I think we all know that. And Hawley has the goods on him, and he doesn't like it. That's a lie. That's a lie. That didn't happen. You're misinterpreting. That's a lie.
What I said.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I think we should actually, because I know we have a long clip to get to, Pat. But I think along the lines of the Somali fraudsters there in Minnesota, we have to play the next clip because they have new election laws in Somalia.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got to see this.
Somalia's electoral authorities have started issuing voter ID cards across Mogadishu as the capital prepares for its first direct municipal council elections in decades under a one-person, one-vote system.
That's like
under the one person, one vote system.
Imagine that concept.
That's like a Babylon Bee story.
It is.
And it's absolutely true.
And Somalia's back. They're doing that. We said yesterday they've opened a bowling alley. That we need to move. Everybody from Somalia needs to go
back home.
Yep. It's over.
Wow. Holy cow. That is unreal.
It's maddening, man. You got third world countries lapping us on voting rights.
Well, when it comes to voter integrity, how about a couple of flashbacks? We could look into something Joe Scarborough said back in 2003. So this is a while ago. But he talked about illegal driver's licenses back in 2003.
Tonight on Scarborough Country, a bill approved by the state of California giving illegal immigrants driver's licenses.
What?
Is this a desperate move by Democrats to keep Gray Davis in office at the expense of national security? Tonight, We look at the left coast's most endangered politician, Governor Gray Davis, and his Democratic Party's latest attempts to show illegal aliens that crime pays. The Democratic legislature has actually passed a bill out of committee that allows illegal immigrants to get a California's driver's license.
What?
That's right.
That's right.
And by giving these criminals the most accepted form of identification in America, the California Democrats buy votes for themselves, and it looks like, to me at least, that political gamemanship is trumping national security. As illegal immigrants are given a free pass, this plan seems to me to legitimize illegal immigration once and for all. And it's dangerous, and it owes more to winning votes for politicians than keeping our country safe from future terror attacks. It's frightening, folks. Aren't we sending a message to illegal immigrants? Break our laws, come into our country, flood over the borders, and we're going to reward you by giving you a driver's license. They're breaking the law. It's that simple. If you break the law, you shouldn't get a driver's license. You shouldn't be in our country. Now, if you want your voice heard on this issue, you can send a note to Governor Gray Davis and tell him if this bill crosses his desk, he should veto it.
Wow. What a change.
Oh, my goodness.
First of all, it shows the change in Scarborough. Secondly, it shows the change in MSNBC.
Yeah.
Because they used to be kind of reasonable. I mean, they certainly weren't what they are now.
Also shows the change in our election laws. You don't even need that driver's license that he was complaining just that they were given that reward.
Right.
But you don't even need that to vote.
Right. In many states.
In many, many states
All
like
the
California.
states, in fact, that are won by Democrats.
Right.
You don't need it. I wonder if there's
so far.
Is there a correlation there, maybe? No. Do you think is that possible? No.
Never mind.
Doesn't have anything to do with each other. So that's Scarborough, completely different. Man, it's amazing when you do the flashbacks and you see what they said then, and it's all these. And he emphasized Democrats this and Democrats that. Now he's in love with them. He's in bed with them. Literally. He literally sleeps with a Democrat every night.
And this is post accident, right?
The intern or what have you?
Yes, it is.
That was still. I mean, it's
post,
obviously it's post now.
When the 23-year-old girl fell out of her desk and died. Yeah.
So, but that was that happened prior to that.
It did.
What we just watched, right?
Yes.
Yeah. This is him trying to get back into everyone's good graces.
2001.
Yeah.
Well, it happens.
It does.
A lot of 23-year-olds fall out of their desk.
Oh my gosh, and
die.
I wasn't saying that it was a bad thing or blaming anyone.
No,
I was just trying to.
I'm glad.
Just trying to timeline it. I was just trying to timeline it is all.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so that was the other flashback that was about to play there.
Oh, Mitch McConnell.
We can't Mitch McConnell can't be bothered to come into the office to cast his vote.
They're going to drag him in.
They're going to drag him
if they
in.
have to.
Yeah. So anyway, here he is. Yeah. Flashback.
A lot of the election fraud that occurs in my state, and I suspect in many others, involves the use of absentee ballots. The candidates who've made their best effort, given their best shot, are entitled to have the votes counted accurately, and voters are not intimidated or assaulted, or in the case of voters willing to selling their votes to the highest bidder. It's not enough to have a post-election remedy. We have an occasional prosecution and an occasional conviction in my state for these kinds of election day shenanigans. But what the candidates and the public would like to see is an honest election between 6 a.m. and 6 p.m.
Yeah. Full stop. Not 2 months of early voting. Another great find by Maze Moore, who does an incredible job of going through the old archives. But look at Mitch McConnell, over 40 years in the Senate, man. Get out. Get out now.
Well, he's leaving.
I mean get out now.
But no, he's leaving.
No,
he said
get
he's
to
leaving.
your terrain.
It takes some time.
Call those
Keith.
things?
It takes some time. You got to expect how fast you want the turtle to move.
I can't.
Wow. That's powerful to see their actual words on film and just see the difference.
And the thing is, they don't care.
They don't care.
I mean, we could play these
really don't.
until we're blue in the face or until I have to put my neck brace back on. They don't care.
They don't. They don't. It's completely meaningless to them.
Yeah.
And it's never used against them. Like,
nope.
What happened to you? Like, nobody ever asks them. Walk me through your transition.
We're wrapping up this press conference.
We should enforce U.S. law now you don't give a rat's anus about it.
The senator's dehydrated. Thanks, we're done.
Okay. Yeah, I wonder if he got dehydrated 40 years ago.
Everybody get out.
Yeah. But I know the answer to that. And 9 times out of 10, it's because of Trump.
Mm-hmm.
Like Mitch McConnell.
Oh, yeah.
It's because Trump supports it.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Joe Scarborough, that's the other 1 out of 10. That's because there's money behind it.
Yeah.
It's either money or anti-Trump.
And both.
I mean, he's milked MSNBC, Joe Scarborough. He's milked MSNBC for a lot of money.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of money.
Yeah.
And about when they were ready to kick him to the curb, he married homegirl. And that kept him alive. It kept him alive on air for a while. Mika saved him, man.
Did she?
Yeah, Mika saved him.
Okay. All right. Well, Mika's pretty bad, too. So I think they were both about to go.
They love her, though. I mean...
I love what the deal was with those two in 2015 between them and Trump back in the day, because that was completely
and they just washed that off.
Different. Yep.
And they just washed that off.
I mean, they had him go to their wedding. They interviewed him in studio. They asked him what questions we should ask you. What do you want to talk about now?
Do you remember now?
Wow.
It wasn't just... See, they thought that he was going to be easy to defeat, so Hillary could walk right in.
Yeah.
And the same thing happened. Remember Chuck Schumer and Harry Reid out there doing their little presser in the hallway, and they're like, shut up, dude. No, don't. Because the clip is incredible, because they're rooting for Trump to win.
Yeah, because they thought he'd lose easily to Hillary. Little did they know.
Right.
Wow. I mean, they helped create this dynasty. So congratulations on that. Man, it's amazing how the times have changed, though, and how they've changed over the years. And they're never asked to account for it at all. Take any responsibility for it. Show us what changed in your mind, why you're so adamant about these things now on the complete opposite side of the spectrum. How I would love to hear the explanation on how all of that happened, but we never will. 888.
Look at the time.
Look at the time.
Man, we can't. The senator is.
We're out of time right now.
Got to go.
Yeah. All right. 888 933 93. More coming up.
Gray Unleashed.
Pat Gray is here on the Blaze Radio Network.
Good morning, American. It's Friday.
With some tweets for you. The Josh Hawley clip is great, according to Swamp Pirate 45. I have one question, though. There's $9 billion in fraud. When are politicians who oversee the use of these funds being arrested? Yeah, that's funny. That'd be great. You can look for that on the 12th of Never. Wasn't that a Donny Osmond song? Until the 12th of Never. We'll still be...
I mean, who wasn't thinking about the Donny Osmond song?
Yeah, absolutely.
Somebody had to say it.
Jeffy's abandoned investigation. Wow. Mitch was a lot more coherent back when he was properly hydrated.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
And from Forget About It. Thanks for showing the clip of Mitch visiting the Capitol as an 18-year-old senior in high school. I mean, it was much younger.
Yes.
Much younger.
And whatever year that was, we all were.
87. Yeah, 87.
I mean, some of us weren't even born.
I was 4
in 87.
4 back in 1987.
All right.
So, yeah. Crazy. Seems like yesterday, though, doesn't it? Seems like yesterday.
I mean, I wasn't born, so I don't know.
You weren't born. Man, you got to go back before the Middle Ages to make that claim. Interesting observation. We played a lot of the Pam Bondi hearing the other day, and here's some observation. Here's an observation from that hearing.
This is wild.
Another photograph for you to take a look at. These are notes that the Attorney General brought to the hearing today. Okay, it was captured by a photographer who was in the room.
Yeah.
And this shows a list of Democratic Congresswoman Pramila Jayapal, you saw her in some of those clips, of her search history. And this, of course, lawmakers are allowed now to go to a DOJ facility, to sit down at a computer, and to search unredacted files. We have learned from this photo that the searches that members of Congress are performing are apparently being tracked and then read by
my heaven forbid.
the Department of Justice, by the Attorney General. What do you make of that development?
Yeah, what do you make of that?
Well, it's a surveillance of Congress by the Trump administration. It's wholly improper.
That's I wasn't expecting that.
You're going to go to our DOJ facility. You're going to do some research.
And you expect not to be tracked?
I mean, that to your point, I mean, yes, I understand what you're saying, but it's wild that Pam Bondi had a printout with her at the hearing. Well, let's just see what you were searching in the unredacted files.
You never know when you might need that.
Well,
I know.
We know that was just a petty...
absolutely. The whole thing was.
Theatrical appearance of hers.
The whole thing was.
Let's take this from both angles here. Let's just, for the sake of this conversation, just say, look, the DOJ tracks them. They know what the representatives were looking up. Okay, fine. She obviously wanted that photograph taken. She wanted members of Congress to know that they had their search histories. No? You don't think that was a staged photo? I want to know how long she kept that folder open for that photographer.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, but maybe not. I mean, we're going to be upset about that, which I get it, but we're not upset about how the FBI went about getting the picture of the would-be kidnapper in the Nancy Guthrie case.
That's another thing. They can get anything.
So and it's okay because we signed it in our right terms of service agreement, which no one reads. But it's there and it's okay because Google says in their terms of service that's what they do.
And you should read the agreement. Read it before you sign it,
or say no. But we all want to say yes because we just want the picture.
Yep, that's exactly right. Harry Enton at CNN had some statistics on how voters are receiving Democrats right now as the midterms approach.
The results from that special election, that Democratic primary in the 11th district in New Jersey, speak to a larger point within the Democratic Party, and that is that the far left is significantly more powerful than they once were. This sort of gives the game away here. Democrats who identify as very liberal or conservative. You know, there used to be a lot of conservative Democrats, right? Back in 1999, 26% of Democrats self-identified as conservative. Just 5% said that they were very liberal. It was a smidgen. Now that far left has gained considerably in power. Look at this. Now we're talking about a fifth of Democrats. 21% say they're very liberal. That conservative part of the Democratic Party, adios amigos, goodbye, just 8%. And when you combine the 21% who are very liberal with those who say that they're somewhat liberal, we're talking about 3 in 5 Democrats who identify as either somewhat liberal or very liberal, with the very liberals, but much larger portion of the party, the far left, which used to just be a smidgen within the Democratic Party, has gained considerable power, as you saw in New Jersey's 11th district.
What about Democratic socialists, like the likes of, you've got Bernie Sanders or Zora Mandani here in New York City? Where does that line up?
Okay, so on a separate question where you essentially, CNN asked this last year, which was, okay, Democrats who think of themselves as democratic socialists, among all Democrats, including those independents who lean towards the Democratic Party. Look at this.
Wow.
We're talking about a third of all Democrats who identify as democratic socialists. Bernie Sanders and Zora Mandani are not alone. They are a considerable part of the Democratic base at this point. And more than that, if you look at Democrats under the age of 35, they are nearly half of the Democratic Party. Look at this. 42% of Democrats think of themselves as democratic socialists under the age of 35, just like Zoran Mandani. That, what happened in New York City, is not some aberration, right? It is not something that just happened in New York City. It is something that we are seeing grow within the Democratic Party at this particular point, when we're talking about 42% of Democrats under the age of 35 identifying as democratic socialists, and a third of all Democrats. My goodness gracious.
So if the ideology of the Democratic Party is shifting or changing, how are people feeling about it?
Okay, so we're talking about the Democratic base, right?
Yeah,
but what about all Americans, right? How about all voters? Voters who say the Democrats are now too liberal. Look at this percentage. It was 42% in 96, 48% in 2013, now 58% in 2025 of all voters say that the Democratic Party is too liberal. The Democrats are moving to the left, the far left is gaining power, and there could be some electoral repercussions, because what we see right now is voters, the clear majority, say that they are too liberal.
Yeah, this is really interesting. Thanks so much, Eric.
It is really interesting, isn't it? Yeah, it is. And we've said it for a long time now, that they try to smear the right with everything that they really are. And that's why they continually say that the right has gone so far to the right that Ronald Reagan wouldn't even recognize his party. He wouldn't even fit in the Republican Party now. Really? Talk about JFK. Let's talk about, would JFK recognize the Democrat Party today?
The answer is
no. No, he would not. They have gone so extreme to the left that it's silly. I mean, 33% of them consider themselves democratic socialists?
Overall?
Wow, that's bad.
I mean, over 40% under 35.
Yeah.
It's
incredible.
You're not winning that.
It's incredible.
I mean,
yes, one of the parties has gone extreme, and it's not Republicans. Cory Booker asked a Trump nominee for the State Department about white replacement theory, too, so this should be fun.
What do you mean when you say that you believe in the Great Replacement theory?
Senator, thank you for that question. This refers to the intentional demographic replacement of Europeans in Europe. It was invented by Renaud Camus, who was a French scholar.
You think there's an active effort to, quote unquote, replace Americans right now?
Senator, I think the Democratic Party, through its immigration policies, has certainly shown signs of that.
And I don't understand that. So you are saying...
No, you don't.
That if more Americans are black or Latino Americans,
he didn't say
that somehow weakens America.
He didn't say anything about weakening
whites in a minority.
He didn't even say the race
that.
or anything.
No, he
didn't say that.
I mean,
Did
he's
not
got
say that.
I might have said something in his title. Because his title on his name tag
But
was
let's
really long.
We got to see these charts. Put these charts up, please, Joe. You want to do that one?
Start with the Latin American one. Latin America has been driving USA's second immigration wave.
Latino.
Yeah, you might
put the other one up.
Have noticed that, there seems to be some...
You have this one? There we go.
Credence to that.
Okay, so look, so
There
this
it is.
it cuts off the years at the bottom there. Basically, the immigration there is peaking, 1860 to 1930-ish.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see where...
You see, it came from Germany, it came from Ireland and
West.
the UK, it came from Europe, and it came from Canada, even. But now,
then I
you
like
see
that
the second
part.
wave.
I like that part where it just bottoms out.
Yeah.
Can we go back to that?
About 1970, maybe? And then the wave starts from Latin America. It comes from Mexico, the Caribbean. It comes from...
The rest of Latin America.
China, India. In fact, I'll bet this wave is a little behind the times, because the wave from India has got to be a little bit bigger than this.
Yeah, this
by
cuts
now.
off about 2010, yeah.
So that's... And it's not a racist thing. It's just a fact that's happening. It's just
acknowledge it.
Yeah.
We know that's your game, Democrats.
Nobody said it's weakening America. It's just changing America.
Yeah.
And it is.
And it's changing America through illegal acts.
Yeah.
We have immigration laws that we are completely ignoring. Both parties have been until Trump's second term.
We accept more legal immigrants than anybody in the history of the world.
Yeah.
It's over 1 million every year.
And it's spelled out beautifully on the next chart. Look at that.
Foreign-born number and share are higher now than at any time in American history. So this is from 1850 to 2025, what you see there.
So right now, 15.8% of the U.S. population is foreign-born, which is the equivalent to over 53 million.
Wow.
And that's bad?
It just is.
It's just facts.
We're not saying whether it's bad or good. It's just a fact.
Okay.
So are you trying to take offense, Mr. Territorian?
I am trying to take offense.
Are you trying to?
I am trying to take
We're
offense.
not,
I feel
we're
like
not
it's
giving you any avenue for it.
I feel like it's being presented that way.
I feel like you're actually an American.
Right.
So I'm not sure.
Then why
what
am I in
you're
the
saying.
chart as a Caribbean?
You're on the chart? That's
Yeah.
not the word you want to use there. I'll tell you that.
See?
That's not the word. Oh,
See?
right.
See, Keith, what you just did.
You just
You
did
just
it right
made it
away.
a bad thing.
You know what? You know what? Screw it.
You made it sound like he can't speak proper
Right.
English.
You know what?
That's what you made
Screw
it sound like.
Add Puerto Rico to this.
We already
Foreign
Joe,
born.
put the other one up, please. Not the one with the green, the one with the yellows and
The
the
other
blues.
chart.
Let's see it.
Yeah, put it up.
Let's see
right there,
it.
right in the mirror.
Okay.
Caribbean. That's
Caribbean.
me.
Yes.
What's your problem
Yeah.
with me coming
That's
to
you.
America?
That's not you because
That is
it's
not
other
you.
Caribbean nations that are not part of the United States. Okay? You're trying to take offense.
When did
A little sensitive
when
for
did
no
It is a little
reason.
sensitive.
when did we
That could be
pretend that Puerto Rico is part of our country and call them a territory?
Because
When
we're
did-
trying
when-
to make
when, no,
Chris feel
seriously,
better
when did we
about
do that?
himself.
When did we do that? What year was that?
well, it's like 1898. It was in the Spanish-American War.
Yes, it was.
1896-ish.
So 18, I think
98?
I think it went 98 to
So that
2000.
chart started after
Whenever
that.
the
is my
USS Maine
point.
blew
That
up.
chart started after that, right? So it
me
can't
see.
be listed.
No.
Let me see.
No, which
No.
chart are you
Yeah,
talking about?
1898.
something, right?
Yeah.
1898. That's when we became.
Okay, this
territory.
chart starts in 1860.
Oh, so it could count Puerto Rico. That's
Both of
okay.
them are
It
1850.
could, but it doesn't now. It doesn't now. So I guess you can take partial offense.
I will take
Chris.
partial.
So hang on.
Thank you.
Hold on. Here's a question for Chris. Do you feel like an immigrant or do you feel like an American?
Oh, I feel like an immigrant. 100.
Do
you
you
really?
Yes.
Oh,
Oh,
why?
yes.
Why is that?
I bet you he gets treated like an immigrant
yes.
all
I
the
get
time.
treated just like there's
Wait,
been
by who? That's very broad. What you're saying. By who? Everyone?
white people.
Yeah.
Wow.
By
So
white
yes.
people.
Not you guys, because you guys are joking around. Like at the end of the day, you guys are joking around. But no, I get the
not.
same look. Wait, you guys are not joking around?
No, he's
I'm
not. He
not.
said.
Oh,
You
Well,
know
that changes-
Jeffy's not. I mean, Jeffy.
that changes a lot.
I mean, wait, but
Yeah,
I'm still
I know.
I'm still in concussion protocols. Just
Yeah, that's
as
right.
needed.
You have to take that with a
as,
grain of
it's,
salt.
it's as needed.
You
So
were one
it's
of my best men in my wedding. Like, what the hell?
You rethink that one.
Yeah. A little late, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
You can't go back and
I
redo
can't
that.
redo
Even though
that.
you might like to.
Yes, I want to
And
now.
I wouldn't blame you for half a second.
Forget what I said. Never
So would you say though, generally speaking, and I'm not talking about you, Chris, but generally speaking, would you think that the majority of people living within any country should share a common language, a common culture, some sort of heritage, something that ties them together?
Oh, well, yes,
Or
absolutely.
again, not
You have
talking
to.
about you, and not necessarily talking about the United States of America, but I'm talking about like having sovereign borders, or else, as Trump says,
They're
you're
critical.
not a country
It's
if you don't
critical.
have borders.
And that's very true.
And they've been
everybody knows it.
abandoned for politicians seeking power and votes and money, and it's just and big businesses.
They're the reason the term balkanized is a negative term for a nation, because when you're balkanized, that means you're split apart a whole bunch of different ways. You've got separate languages, separate cultures, and you don't come together as one. And that's what they're trying to make out of America right now. They're trying desperately to make sure that nobody melts together anymore. They take offense to the term melting pot. Well, I don't want to melt into that pot. I don't want to be part of the whole. I want my own thing going on. So everybody's got their own thing going on in this country. And
we're supposed to be
that's a
okay
problem.
with it.
We're supposed to be fine with
We're
it.
okay with it.
Well, it drives the country apart. That's not the
design.
key to unity.
We're wrong to think that that's wrong.
And it's
Right.
by design.
Exactly.
I mean, they can keep us at each other's throats and keep us to where we can't even communicate with each other.
I mean, look what we just did. We came to an understanding with Chris. We wanted him to understand we accept Puerto Rico and that whole cute Territorian thing. We do. It's
But
adorable.
as long as we stay over there, right?
No.
Keith and Pat don't believe that.
As long as I stay in Roanoke area and not come to the Keller area or Fort Worth area, I'm okay, right?
I have no idea what
That
you're
is
talking
not
about
true. You
at
can
all.
travel anywhere you
So
want.
here's a question
know
to
that,
you.
don't.
We've got
Chris.
checkpoints. We'll make sure that
Thank you. Yeah.
Make sure you have picture ID.
Chris, serious question. If someone introduces their nationality to you, do you refer to yourself as an American or Puerto Rican?
Puerto Rican.
Well, then that's on you. Then that's on you. I mean, then you're separating yourself by definition.
Mm-hmm.
Period.
I don't believe that, though. You don't really. Do you?
Yeah, I'm a Puerto Rican. Yeah.
Then you're doing it to yourself, man.
Okay. Yeah. You separated yourself from us.
We're Puerto Rican living
We're all
stateside
Americans. I'm not Irish. I'm American.
Well, okay, then when people say, where are you from? I'm from Texas. I'm
There you
saying
go.
I'm from Puerto Rico. Like, can I not say I'm from Puerto Rico?
You can say
Yeah,
that.
you can.
Mm-hmm.
It does. Right. It does. People.
Okay, but that's the
other
difference
people
between
have a
saying you're
tough
from
time.
Texas or you're a Texan.
Yeah.
You're Puerto
I'm
Rican.
like my wife,
You're
say,
an American.
what are you? You're a Texan. So does that make a difference?
When you were born, Puerto Rico was part of America. You're an American. We're done. I don't understand why we have to do this separation, these labels, man.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you get into a conversation and you eventually say, yeah, I'm originally from Puerto Rico, now I live in Texas, whatever. But, I mean, the first thing out of your mouth to describe your nationality is Puerto Rican?
Like, if somebody asks me where I'm from now, I'm from Texas.
But people aren't
I'm
going
not
to
from
ask you that
Montana.
because you're white.
Aren't they?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So we're digging really deeply
You'll
into
say,
this.
I'm originally from
People aren't
Montana.
going to ask. They're just going to figure, oh yeah, he's white. He's from America.
But if you're traveling abroad, serious
That's what
question.
people think.
If you're traveling and you're in Europe or something, Chris, and someone asks where you're from,
yes,
do you say America or Puerto Rico?
Puerto Rico. Okay. Because that's where I am from.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
On an international scene, you're not an American?
Well, I don't know. That's how they take it.
That was the example I just said. You're in Europe. You're traveling.
And I did. When I was in Israel, they asked me, where are you from? Puerto Rico.
Okay.
Because that's where I am from.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Excellent.
Separate yourself by definition, I guess.
Which is why you're a Territorian.
See? There you go.
All right. You know what? Valentine's Day is tomorrow, and that means a lot of you guys are about to do what you always do. You're going to stop at the grocery store, grab some flowers. That'll be dead by Thursday. Maybe a heart-shaped box of chocolates or something. And I'm not saying she won't appreciate it. I'm just saying maybe you can do a whole lot better. If you want to give the woman in your life something that actually encourages her, strengthens her faith, and fills her up instead of just cluttering the kitchen, I got an idea for you. Get her tickets to Share the Arrows 2026. This is a one-day event led by Allie Beth Stuckey, where thousands of Christian women gather for solid biblical teaching, powerful worship, and real fellowship with other women who are trying to stand firm in today's culture. It's happening Saturday, October 10th, 2026 at the Credit Union of Texas Event Center. Early bird tickets are available right now, but they always sell out, so don't wait around. If you want an easy Valentine's Day win, this is it. Go lock in those tickets today. And ladies, if he's not getting the hint, feel free to help him out. Send this to him or just grab your own ticket, and we'll see you there.
Call us at 888-900-3393. Pat Gray Unleashed will return.
Batman.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Bam.
It sounded like it, right?
Sure did.
The old Batman intro.
Yeah.
Kinda. Yeah.
Zow.
Let's see. In the Olympic medal count, if you're
how are we doing?
Paying attention to the Olympics, it looks like we're tied for second overall at 14 medals right now.
Yep.
Italy is actually has the most medals at 17.
Getting a little tired of them.
Who's your middle count?
Me too.
Hanging around.
Me too. Norway has 7 gold, so they're listed before Italy for some reason. I don't know. It's like gold is the only medal that matters.
Right.
Norway, Italy, United States, then Germany, Sweden, Switzerland. You see it there.
Yeah. Top 5.
The frogs
we're still
in
hanging in there.
France. I mean, we could still pull this thing out. We got 14 medals overall, 4 gold. We need to bump that up a bit.
Yeah, it's cool. I saw that there's a couple interesting little tidbits out of the Olympic world. The Ukrainian skeleton athlete has been barred from the Olympic race.
Yeah, because he wanted to make a political statement.
And he wanted to carry this helmet. I believe I sent it in, the Ukrainian skeleton athlete. He wanted to wear that helmet.
Yeah.
And they even tried to tell him, hey, you can wear it, show it to us when you're done, wear it around, but not during the race. And he wouldn't do it.
And while it seems like a really cool tribute to soldiers, friends he's lost,
athletes and coaches,
and it is, but they don't want political statements, and that can be construed as one
on the field of play.
On the field of play, Yeah, and I agree with that because if they allow it, it's going to open up the floodgates, and that's all we'll get.
They certainly have it at the press conferences.
Yep, they do.
So
and I hate it.
Right. So we had U.S. snowboarder Chloe Kim. She just got a silver, did not get the gold. U.S. men's hockey won in a preliminary game.
Oh, yeah. How about we beat Latvia?
5-1.
Okay.
We let them score 1, which I'm not quite sure about that. And while the men's hockey is they're lacing up their old skates, a little fact that really kind of irked me, and then we talked a little bit about this the other day, where the Olympic athletes train here.
Yes.
But 8 Colorado Avalanche players, the Colorado Avalanche, the NHL, the National Hockey League that plays here, and Canada, to compete in 2026. So 8 players are going to compete: Canada, Finland, Sweden, Czech Republic, and the U.S. I hate that so much, and I don't know why it bugs me, but it does.
Well, it bugs us because
it should be.
We train them, and then we send them to other countries.
Maybe I give you Canada. I'll give you Canada because that's a big, that's a big part of the NHL. That's it. That's all I'm giving you.
Hockey's a little bit different because they come here after they've, become really, really good. So
I know. Still,
it's a little bit different.
Still, though,
it bugs me.
It bugs.
Go home.
Still,
all right. Go home and find a league to play in,
there
if that's what you're gonna do. All right, more coming up.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.
All right. So we were talking about the Democrats and how things have changed and how they've operated. And Keith had remembered this video that I hadn't. I don't remember this.
So put yourself in the mindset of January of 2016. It's the heat of the Republican primary. So folks like Marco Rubio, Ted Cruz still have a shot.
Little Marco, Lion Ted. Have we reached there yet?
And so this is January. I think only a couple of primaries have happened at this point. And Harry Reid is doing the Senate presser out there in the middle of the Capitol Rotunda. And he's got Chuck Schumer standing next to him. And a reporter asks Harry Reid a question about Donald Trump. And this is Harry Reid's response. And you'll see he says the quiet part out loud.
Yeah.
Where he says, I guess I'm rooting for Trump. And then Chuck Schumer's like, whoa, don't. Watch this.
Especially Donald Trump identified you yesterday as the top Democrat to do business with.
What do you say?
He said you're
a good guy.
You're one of the Democrats he could do business with.
Well, I remember the good old days when he did a fundraiser or two for me.
Any issues that you work with?
What's that?
Have you worked with him on any particular issue?
Look, we've gotten along fine. That was before he was running for president. I'm with that bunch of people running. I'm kind of pulling for him.
Senator, yes.
You don't like that, Chuck?
And this goes on and on. Oh, you don't like that?
I was just trying to be funny with Donald Trump, and obviously it wasn't too funny. Schumer kicked me in the back, leg.
And a few other places.
Yes, a few other places. A little higher than the leg, okay?
Okay.
I am watching with pleasure.
Boy, I don't
the
miss
Republicans fumbling around. It is a cadre of people who are really a mismatch for President of the United States. And We in Nevada, of course, are going to look at this closely because we have a
Despicable.
caucus out there.
That's for sure. Guys, despicable.
Soon after New Hampshire, both the Democratic caucus
This is
and
before the beating,
Republican
too.
caucus.
I mean the accident.
And I just think that it has made a mockery of our
Anyway, there you go.
Republican Party.
He makes a mockery out of everything.
No kidding.
Harry Reid got it.
Oh, man.
Wow.
So there you go. You got what you were hoping for.
Oh,
yeah, right.
Good.
What's that? Oh, I remember you had a couple of fundraisers for me. What's that? Come on, Harry.
Well, you didn't like that, Chuck?
I mean, holy cow.
Wow.
That guy.
Yeah, that's amazing.
That freaking guy.
I'm glad that I just love that. You got what you wished for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Absolutely.
It's awesome. They thought that he was going to be the one that would easily be beaten.
Yep.
Now, what do you think? How you like him now?
And that
So
was the
great.
conventional wisdom.
Yeah, it was.
It truly
It was at the time.
On all sides, right?
Yeah, it was.
And there's Harry Reid pulling for one of the most evil, hideous people on the face of the planet.
man.
And that's who you were really pulling for?
Right.
Pathetic. It's just pathetic.
Right.
All right.
Holy cow.
Let's get to Fat Five now. From
all
Jeffy.
right, let's rock and roll. It's the first of 2 consecutive Friday the 13th today. March 13th is a Friday the 13th too. Only happens about 3 times every 28 years.
Oh,
So all right, have fun. Be ready to celebrate
3
Friday the
times
13th.
every 28
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. That's weird. It only happens about 3 times
To have
every
3 of
28
them,
years.
or
yeah.
to have 2 in a row.
Yeah, have 2 in a row. Right. I don't know.
You have no idea.
I have no idea. I read the headline that
Okay.
it's that
All
we
right.
have March 13th. I know that Friday the 13th is March 13th as well.
Okay.
So we have 2, right? And that
Yeah.
only happens
3 times every 28
3
years.
times every
I learned
28
that on
years.
the Fat
That's
Five.
what that says. That's what that says. So that's a
Keith
fact.
math, man.
You can use that at
Facts are
parties
facts.
this weekend.
You're damn right
And
you
just
can.
amaze all your friends. Amaze them.
If you felt the vibes were a little off this last year, I mean, a Gallup poll found that Americans' optimism about the future in 2025 fell to the lowest level since the measurement began in 2009.
Oh.
And you looked at that chart there, and the current life optimism was only lower in 2020. I'll let you figure out all the reasons why.
It only happens about 3 times every 28
3
years.
times
I hear.
every year, 28 years. That's what they say. That's what they say.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? Hey, as we suspected, may have been the case, has now been confirmed. The suspected shooter, and I love that, the shooter in the Tumbler Ridge, British Columbia, the 18-year-old transgender student at the secondary school that was targeted. Police have not publicly identified a motive. Okay. Police did report that Jesse Van Rootseller was found dead from an apparent self-inflicted wound following the assault on the school. They initially said 9 people were killed. Of course, that changed. Now it's been clarified that there were 8 fatalities. 9 counting the shooter, and one of the discrepancy arose because one of the people that was airlifted to a medical center was not dead. They were alive. More than 25 people were wounded. Just another trans shooter. Very sad.
It is very
very
sad.
sad.
Is it time to look at the mental health of these shooters?
Mental health,
these
or
people?
what medicines we're giving these people?
Is it medicines?
prior
Is it
to
hormones?
the mental health problems?
Is it, who knows? Who knows what's going on? But something is, right? It's too small a population to have happened this many times.
Right?
Mm-hmm. There's something wrong there.
Did we show the map of where Tumbler Ridge is on the screen? Because when you look at that map, just a little bit north of there, Tumbler Ridge is
look at there.
Dawson's Creek. And way up there in the northwest of North America, which reminded me that James Vanderbeek,
died.
best known for Dawson Leary in Dawson's Creek, passed away this week at the age of 48 following
sad.
a battle of stage 3 colorectal cancer. I don't recommend that for anyone.
No.
But I mean, his wife, he left behind his wife and 6 kids. Very
Jeez.
sad.
Wow.
Beautiful family. And rest in peace to James Vanderbeek, dead at the age of 48. I was reading this morning, I believe that they have started GoFundMe for the family, which anybody, I guess they need.
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
It's well over $1 million now. So,
is it?
Good for them.
Yeah.
Well, good for them.
1.6, yeah.
They don't have any money That's what Chris put in my ear. James Vanderbeek.
Yes, they're broke. That's why they
Seriously?
did the GoFundMe. Yeah, that's why they did the GoFundMe page because they are.
He must have made a lot of money.
I'm not laughing.
But the treatment.
Dawson Creek days.
I do remember him talking about at one point traveling someplace for the treatments. And
well, yeah,
so,
that can deplete your resources.
Yes,
for sure.
Absolutely could have. Yes,
that makes sense.
They may have cost them everything.
Yeah,
to keep him alive as long as they could.
Right.
Sadly, it was just terrible. Anyway, that does not surprise me. Switzerland. All right, we talk about one voter, one vote, one ID, and we talk about immigration laws and borders. Switzerland, the Alpine paradise. They made it into an immigrant magnet. The population grew 10%. There's 9.1 million people in the past decade, 5 times faster than that of the EU. Well, now
it's good, right?
The Democrats,
That's worked out well.
The demographic ceiling has Switzerland saying, "Hey, why don't we hold up a little bit? We need to make some changes here."
What?
You
What?
racists? You nativists? Xenophobes? Thank you.
Yeah.
And anything else you want to call them.
Horrible people. That's what I want to call them. Hateful, horrible people.
The Swiss government has scheduled a June referendum on whether they should cap its population at 10 million.
What?
So once the population reaches 9.5 million, projected in 2035,
more babies.
which is probably going to happen sooner, the government would have to suspend immigration for family members of foreign residents and limit asylum. At 10 million, Switzerland would start withdrawing from international treaties like its free movement accord with the EU, which allows Europeans to live and work there. Of course, there are the critics that say, "Oh, we can't threaten the trade with the EU. That's a destination of over 40% of Swiss exports." What is Swiss What do they export?
Watches.
The chocolate?
Watches.
Swiss
watches.
Swiss Army knives.
What is their chocolate?
Army knives.
Swiss
Army
Miss.
chocolates. Yeah.
All right. Oh, Swiss Miss.
Hot chocolate. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to. I'm sure
Chocolate.
there's more Miss Swiss Misses being.
Chocolate and watches.
Yeah, chocolate and watches. All right, so they're worried about all that, and they, of course, they're doing the same arguments that they do here: skilled worker shortage, reduced pension contributions. They
cheese.
say
Swiss cheese.
Yeah, that's a good one, Pat.
that is a good one. We do want that.
We do want that.
Well, it won't affect their trade. They can still export it to us. They just won't be able to export it to the EU.
Right.
So, to come to think of it, I don't care.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna. Well, they won't be able to export it to
What
the EU.
about army knives, though?
Yeah.
Swiss Army.
Yeah.
So they.
What will they
say,
call Taysom Hill of the Northern
right.
States? He
Yeah,
won't
they
be
have
the
to
Swiss
change his
Army
name.
knife anymore. He'll have to,
have to change his
be
name.
something else.
Yeah.
A backup quarterback.
Okay.
Have to be the xenophobe knives. I don't think he'll like that. I don't think he will. They say that this is being promoted by a popular right-wing party. Now, right-wing in Europe, I thought was the opposite side.
Yeah,
right?
it's different.
Anyway, they could limit immigration not just to refugees, but all the skilled workers. Yeah, blah blah blah. So and it's the same thing that ballooning housing costs, overcrowded transit, changing culture.
Wait,
Man,
isn't that good? I thought that was a good thing.
That sounds-
You want it to change, right?
Well, according to polling, 48% of voters support the measure. 11%, I don't know.
Yeah.
And 41% oppose it. So it may pass.
But it's above water.
It may pass.
48-41.
Yep. It may pass.
Wow.
I know.
Well, that's what happens. People see what the terrible policies are bringing the country and how detrimental it's been. And now, we've
we
been
need to
too
stop
stupid
this.
on it. Let's stop.
Stop
We
this.
tried it. It's not working.
And we're not just, and really, my point would be to stop it now. That's what I want to do in this country.
Yeah.
I mean, cut it off now. And then we'll go back.
Right.
We'll revisit everything, but first we're going to cut it off.
In 40 years.
Everyone.
In 40 years, we will revisit.
Okay, sure.
Because that's what has been.
That's the time frame.
If you
of the influx.
extrapolate- yeah.
Well, how long would it take to just get it completely under control and
40 years.
we worked it out? 40 years. Okay, then it's 40 years.
40 years.
All right.
And that's all immigration. No immigration for 40 years.
Absolutely.
If it worked for Moses and the Israelites to wander in the wilderness for that long, then it's good for us.
Amen.
Yeah.
Love is in the air. To tomorrow's Valentine's Day. Don't forget chocolates, flowers, and cookies.
Oh my!
Oh my! I mean, they actually said cards, but I threw in the cookies. They are among the gifts that people are going to be out there buying this year. Shoppers are expected to spend $29.1 billion on the love holiday, according to the annual survey conducted by the National Retail Federation and Prosper Insights and Analytics. I don't know, that might be that's a lot.
Yeah, it is.
That's a lot.
We need a bigger chunk of that at Kexi Cookies.
They surveyed 7,800 adult consumers about their Valentine's Day shopping plans and found that more than half of the respondents plan to celebrate the holiday. The majority of celebrants plan to purchase gifts for their significant others and family members. Kexi.com sounds like a good place to start. Buyers will spend about $200 in total on significant others, friends, pets, and others. That could be the new record because in 2020, the record was $196.31. So we may break a record this year. So good luck.
You said about $200.
Good luck to all. About $200.
Yeah, I think that's what I spent. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So you're average.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, who doesn't spend more than that on their loved ones? Wow.
I spend zero.
You're not that crazy about her? Is that what you're saying, Chris?
No. The mother of my 4 children? No.
Yeah, whatever.
No.
You take her or leave her, whatever.
Thank you. I don't sleep in the same bedroom anymore. I dipped out.
Okay. All right.
I mean, who doesn't?
What are you going to do?
Who doesn't?
Okay.
That's the Fat Five. And be sure to subscribe to Blaze TV. Good time to do it. BlazeTV.com/Pat. Get you $20 off an annual subscription right now. BlazeTV.com/Pat. Get you $20 off. Why were we
Coach, I'm looking to see if it's still, it's about $8 a month is what it was.
Okay.
$8 a month is all. That's awesome. All right, let's go to Bill in Pennsylvania. Hey, Bill, welcome to the Blaze.
Oh, good morning, guys. How are you doing?
Oh, great.
Fine, thank you. You?
Oh, I'm hanging in there. I was wondering if Jeffy would be kind enough this Good Friday to wear his Pope outfit, if that would rule.
Oh. Yeah. Well, first of all, I would love to. It's in my office here at work, but I'm wearing my neck brace as needed, according to the doctor. With my
you couldn't do them in combination.
I got about this.
Really?
I'm in concussion protocol. The Pope outfit doesn't quite go with that.
Hold up, you said you're wearing that neck brace
as needed.
Yeah, you haven't needed it, I guess, this morning.
Well,
haven't put it on.
You keep
He's
asking
gutted
me
it
about
out pretty well.
Thank you.
Thank you for this morning.
Many things have been a blur, and I'm told. I'm told that it happens. That it happens 3 times every 28 years. So
I wanted to make 2 points, if it's okay.
It is. It's
First
fine.
off,
Point 1.
The rot of, I'll be real quick, the rot of corruption in Congress and the Senate is the very reason why the Founding Fathers put term limits on both of those areas of government. 2 years for Congress. I'm not sure what Senate is, but that's the
6.
reason why when these people stay in there forever, there's so much corruption. And if you look at the numbers for the illegal immigrants,
is this 2?
Trump is doing what he can, but he's only getting at like 70,000 a year. So the numbers just don't add up for 20 to 30 million in the next 3 years. They're here to stay. You're not getting rid of them. Obama's transformation of the country has taken place, and it's too late.
Wow. That wasn't a very happy assessment, Bill.
Happy Friday.
I mean, bless you, my son. Bless you, my son. Go with God.
Good comment on X from someone who said that if Trump would just announce he's going to try to match Obama's numbers and see what the left does then.
Oh, yeah.
Because remember, Obama had a lot of those.
Yes, he did.
He turned it back at the border.
And he's still
counted those as.
I mean, Obama is still commenting about all of that. The voting. We talked about what he posts online. It's agonizing. I just want him to go away.
And I'm not ready to give up on the country
just yet.
Yeah. I think there's still a chance we save this thing.
We have to.
We have to. It's America. It's the United States of America.
We're the beacon of hope for the world.
If it's over here, it's over everywhere.
Yes. I don't care how many bowling alleys Somalia has.
No. I mean, that's a good start. Okay? It's a really good start.
And one person,
bowling
one
alleys
vote.
and photo ID.
Yeah, one person, one vote.
Yeah.
That's a really strange way to do things.
They're on their way,
okay.
but they're not ready to carry the load for us quite yet. Maybe soon. All right, we got Marco Rubio, too, ahead of the security conference in Munich, Germany.
Mm-hmm.
And so the security conference in Munich, Germany is something we've all been looking forward to with a great deal of anticipation.
I guess Rubio's going to sit down with Volodymyr Zelensky.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, is this where we decide to start pouring money back into that
Is
country?
Hillary there, too?
Yes, she is. I don't know why.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, she arrived in train. It was amazing.
In train?
Train? Well, it's
Wow.
Europe.
Just
You have
rode
to
up
ride
in a
the train. So,
train with local police
if-
escorting her.
Did she show up with some of the world leaders doing rails or
doing rails?
Rails on rails?
Would it surprise you if Hillary was doing rails?
No, it would not.
I wouldn't bat an eye
no,
at it.
it would not.
Anyway, here's Marco.
The world is changing very fast right in front of us. The old world is gone, frankly, the world I grew up in, and we live in a new era in geopolitics, and it's going to require all of us to re-examine what that looks like and what our role is going to be. And we've had many of these conversations in private with many of our allies. We are our allies. And we need to continue to have those conversations. And I think Saturday, hopefully, in the meetings we'll have there when Lucas and then.
Pause it for okay. It looks like he's on a soundstage.
Yeah, it does
That's
not
what it
look
looks
real.
Like.
Yes.
It looks like a soundstage with
the
a
camera operator has
something's
the shakes
wrong.
or something.
Yeah, there's something. Look at that.
Yeah, the back don't look real.
The lighting is weird or something.
Yeah,
it's just created kind of a weird effect, and then the audio's not good.
But if you're gonna fake a background, you want to go with something a little more thrilling than
you do.
a tarmac.
Yes, you do.
Well, but that's what makes it so interesting is that why not? People aren't going to question it. Right?
True.
People
Yeah,
aren't going to question it. I mean, we know. I guess it's still him. We have the shadow from the ears, but the rest of it looks. the rest of it is
we
okay.
do have the shadow from the
it's still
ears.
there.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Also, we've got RFK
what he
Jr.
said there, but I'm glad we're there.
I'm always cautious
glad
when
we're
I
there.
submit an RFK video because I know you can't.
Because he's your boy,
Well,
right?
Clearly, he's your
that's
boy.
not why I hesitate.
And he needs a speaker.
I will.
He needs a deuce, whatever you want to call it.
I'll submit RFK clips all day, whether or not he's my boy, just because I love the stuff he says. But it's the fact that you can't handle his voice for 2 minutes.
Oh,
but
yeah,
man,
it's hard.
From beginning to end.
Is it not hard for you?
It forces you to really pay attention. And there's a lot of good stuff in this clip about fraud in our government.
The world knows that he's his boy.
Well, of course you know.
Definitely my boy.
I'm his
He
boy.
eventually became Trump's boy, and then people got off my back.
He needs a little speaker box.
We're going to
or
run out of
something.
time. We're going to run out of time.
We got between Medicaid and Medicare, there's about $100 billion stolen every year.
Listen, $100 billion stolen
and
every
a lot of it is
in healthcare,
like what's happening in Minnesota with the Somali community, and what's happening now, even worse in California. But one of the problems is that's a systemic problem. Is that Medicaid and Medicare now no longer. It used to be that they paid for your medical treatment, your doctor's visit, but now they pay for the person who takes you to the doctor, and they pay for home care, and they pay for a person to come in and pay your bills.
Not at my house. I wish that was true.
There's all kinds of
I've got to figure out how
for
that
fraud.
works.
Right.
And a doctor recently, Oz told me this, told Oz, he said that there was a doctor in California that he visited, and the doctor had a patient who was a heroin addict. Heroin addict was coming to see him 4 times a month for some kind of a treatment. And one day, the doctor looked out the door and saw his ex-wife waiting for him in the car. And the doctor said, "Oh, are you back together with your ex-wife?" And he said, "No, I hate her guts." And he said, "But she drives me because she gets paid $600 every time she drives me."
Wow.
What?
And he said,
That'll put you back together with your ex.
We make $3,000 a month.
I got to figure out
we
how
make
that
$3
works.
grand a month.
And I drive her to hers.
Wow.
If
And
that's
so
true,
there's all kinds of those opportunities.
figure out
Pause it
fraud.
for a sec. Can that be true?
Because
or is he making?
I'm with
not
Jeffy.
not that RFK is making that up, but the heroin addict could be.
I don't know how that. I mean, there's got to be if it's a way to
Come on.
make it work for to Medicare and Medicaid. I
Jeffy
got to
and
figure
are
that out.
Yes.
Because I got people in my home that
That you
are
drive
doing
around.
that. Yeah. And I will say this: I noticed that Keith didn't send in his boy talking about
doing rails off the toilet seat.
doing rails
And I
with
said,
Theo
I'm not
Vaughn. I'll tell
scared
you
of a
that.
germ. You know, I used to snort cocaine off of toilet seats.
What?
So,
wait,
I know
what?
this disease will kill me.
I mean, look,
I'm not worried about a disease that'll kill me.
I used to snort cocaine off the toilet seats.
Look at
that is nasty.
I mean, first of all, who hasn't?
Well,
who among us?
I
can say
I have not.
I want to show you this.
Really?
Yeah.
Joe, can you get a shot of this over here, camera guy? Huh?
Oof.
Look at that.
Okay.
I can't get this. My fancy whiteboard
I don't
doesn't
think the
get away
whiteboard is
from-
allowed out on the wall. First of all,
First of all, they installed this special.
I
Thank you
don't
very much.
think it is because
That's kind of cool.
Can you see these numbers here?
Yes, 270,000.
These are illegal alien Social Security numbers under Joe Biden.
illegal, by the way.
Okay, and 2021, 270,000. 2022, 590,000. 2023, 964,000. 2024, over 2 million fake Social Security numbers issued by the Biden administration to illegal aliens.
My.
Wish we could see those numbers.
Gosh.
Me too.
It's incredible.
I'm glad they put in that special thing for you. You can't
Yep.
see it.
Yep.
That's awesome. What a shame.
Overtime coming up, and then we'll be back here to start the week with your Monday.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.